Okay, so today we're going to make a chicken and broccoli baked. It's going to be a potato top bake. We're going to do roast potatoes with it. And going to need a small saucepan to cook your broccoli, a large saucepan for your potatoes. And I'm going to make it in this pan here. Any pan that has a metal handle can be put in the oven. So I'm just going to bake it in the pan and cook it in. If you don't have one of these, we can make it in a pot and transfer it to a casserole dish. You're going to need an onion, some broccoli. I've got 3 small chicken fillets, bag of potatoes. Got some breadcrumbs. If you don't have breadcrumbs, you can just grate a heel of bread. Some flour, some cream, salt, pepper, half a glass of white wine, some spring onion crisps and some cheese. So we'll get started. Okay, so the first thing we'll prep will be the broccoli. I've got a saucepan of water on to boil. I'm just going to put some salt in it. Okay, so we'll take the end of the stock off it. We'll just get rid of this packaging. Okay, and we're just going to take a knife. You can see the florets. Just going to cut around the florets. Okay, it's easy as that. So I'll put them in the colander in the sink and just get them a wee wash. Okay, so I've took the end off it there. I'm just going to set it like this. I'm just going to level it off with my knife. Okay, we should be left with this. If you take your potato peeler and just peel it, just going to slice it in half. Slice it in half again. Just going to slice it into 3 chunks, I guess. And that's going to go in the water first. The stock takes longer to cook in the florets. So when that's boiled, we'll come back. Okay, so next up, we're going to put this pan on a medium heat. I'm going to get some butter. I'm going to start with 2 tablespoonfuls of butter. Okay, and while that's melting, we're going to fine dice an onion. So slice it down first, turn it around, use your finger as a guide, nice and fine. So the onion's fine diced, it's going to go in the pan. I'm going to put some salt and a little bit of oil to stop the butter burning. Okay, so while that's softening, we'll cut the chicken. So I'm going to cut it off quite small pieces. Okay, so the chicken's been sliced. That's going to go in this pan as well now. Okay. The water's boiled for the broccoli. We're just going to add this into the pot. Give about 9 or 10 minutes just till it's softened. We'll put it back into the colander to cool. Okay, so while we're waiting for this butter to soften, and we're going to start cooking the chicken and the onions in it. We've got the broccoli cooking. We'll peel the potatoes. Okay, so 10 minutes has elapsed. Our broccoli's ready now to be strained. So we're going to strain it into the bigger pot. We'll use a bit of water for the potatoes. So just pour it in this colander here. We'll transfer this big pot on the heat for parboiling our potatoes. Okay, so let the broccoli sit here. The chicken's starting to cook now. The butter's softened, so we're near enough the next stage of this too. So all I'm going to do now, these potatoes here, I'm just going to cut them. They're quite big. I'm going to cut them into 4 just so they'll cook quicker. So we'll cut these and put them in this boiling water. We'll come back. Okay, so the potatoes have been quartered in this pot of boiling water. Once this starts to boil, time it for 15 minutes, and we're going to take out half the potatoes for roasties. By that stage, we'll have the broccoli out of this colander. We're going to just set them into it. Going to strain them. Going to put some oil in my wok. Bring it up to heat. Going to add some stock, flour. Give the potatoes a toss around. We're going to roast them in the oven. So we'll turn the oven on to preheat 160 at this stage as well. This is cooking up nicely now. Butter softened, chicken starting to cook. I'm just going to turn the heat up a little bit. I still see some bits of pink in the chicken, so once it's nearly cooked for you, I'll come back. Okay, so at this stage now that's the chicken nearly cooked through, so we're going to add in half a glass of white wine. That'll help loosen anything that's stuck to the bottom of the pan as well. And also a lot of black pepper. And 2 very big spoonfuls of flour. I just want to make a paste again. Turn the heat down a little when you're making the paste, so it starts to stick and burn. I'm going to add in a chicken stock cube, just as it is, and a full carton of cream. We're just going to combine this together now with the spoon, and we'll switch to a whisk. Okay, so I'm going to switch now over to a whisk and turn the heat up a little. Okay, so when this starts to cook out, we'll come back to you. Okay, now the sauce has started to thicken. Cooking up nicely. It's a very thick sauce. It's a bake, so you want it to hold some sort of shape when you're serving it, you know. At this stage here, if you weren't adding broccoli, you could add ham to this. You'd have a chicken and ham pie mix. Or you wanted to put in some vol au vents, it's exactly the same consistency. It's a really thick fillet. So I'm just going to add the broccoli in there. And we'll keep our colander here for roast potatoes, like I said. So I'm going to switch back to a spoon. Doesn't matter, the broccoli breaks up. It's just nicely cooked. It's not too hard, it's not too soft, it's just nice. Okay, so we're just going to leave this to the side now. Just going to pat it down flat because you're going to be topping it with mashed potatoes. Okay, so that's it ready to be topped. As it cools down, it'll be easier to work with, so it won't all sink when you put the potatoes on top. So I'm going to leave this to the side, like I said. Going to bring the water. Going to put some oil in that. So coating the potatoes, I'm just going to turn that right down to number 1. I've still 5 minutes to wait for these. They're going to go in the colander and they're going to be used for those potatoes. So come back. Okay, so it's been 15 minutes now for these potatoes. So we're going to start taking about half of them out, okay? Just going to put them in this colander. I'm going to let them dry off a little bit here. I'm going to turn the wok up. So we get a wee bit more heat in it. Be careful when we're doing this so we don't get burnt just, okay? So make sure the potatoes are, most of the water's off them. I'm going to put them into the wok. Put some salt. Put some cracked black pepper at this stage. I'm just going to get them give them a wee nudging every now and again just for the colour, so we'll come back. Okay, so the potatoes are starting to colour a little bit. At this stage, give them a good bashing up. This makes them nice and fluffy. Give them a stir through, knock them into each other. I'm going to add, this is powdered chicken stock, or you can use a chicken oxo cube and grind it with your thumb. Or if you can't, if you just a chicken bouillon cube, dissolve it in a little bit of oil and add it in, it's all the same. Just going to go in, going to give this a stir through. At this stage I'm going to turn the heat off and just your thumbs just take a wee pinch of flour, give them a nice wee dusting of flour. Just give that a stir through. It's going to make a nice crispy coating on them. These are ready to be transferred to the oven, you can see. Put them on your slotted spoon. Put them on about 160, 170 degrees for 40 minutes and check them. By that stage, by the time these are ready, your bake should be ready to go in, the potatoes should be ready to mash shortly. So we'll get back to you the next stage. Okay, so potatoes here are ready. Just check them by poking a fork in. If the fork goes free, they're soft enough to mash. So get in the colander. And back in the pot. Bring it over here. I'm going to add some salt. A lot of salt. Add some milk. A nice spoonful of butter. And we're just going to mash them. We'll go back to it when they're mashed. Okay, so this is optional. I'm going to add an egg yolk into my mashed potatoes because you're doing something like a bake. It gives it a nice crisp. Okay, so the mashed potatoes are ready. You're just going to take spoonfuls of it out. Try to spread them around. So every sort of bit of it gets some. Actually, a wee bit too much potato here, so I'll just eat them myself for knowledge. Pat it all down with a fork into the edges of the pan, and just start to spread your fork around, I guess, until the whole pan's covered. Press down on the edges like that. So the next thing I'm going to add then is going to be just open the packet, shake them in your hand. Nice even coating. Then I'm going to take a breadcrumb next. Yeah, just over the top, a nice even coat. And lastly, some cheese. Some cheese sprinkled over the top as well. And this is going to go in the oven beside your roasties. Okay, so that's going in the oven. It's going to take about 20 minutes to half an hour to crisp up nice. By that stage, your roasties should be ready. Just give your checking your timings. So roasties took about 40-50 minutes. So whatever stage you put them in. That's it then. Okay, so that's it out of the oven. That's it ready. Our chicken and broccoli baked, some roast potatoes. Serve it with some frozen peas or something like that. There would be nice. Easy enough recipe. Just a big spoon to serve it with. That'll serve 4.